As Estee Lauder is perceived to be prestigious among its female consumers, it is important for the brand to maintain consistency in the design and maintenance of the service-scape. The open concept of the counters are designed to draw curious consumers into the store. As a luxury brand, it is also important for Estee Lauder to maintain hygiene and safety in its open concept floor. This avoids injuries and perceives a hygienic environment for customers to enter. For consistency all around the world, Estee Lauder retail counters are planned and set up by visual merchandisers from the company. They install the latest global updates and brand focuses for the season. Setting up distortion units with Estee Lauder's best sellers, these counters are designed to stop consumers in their paths and lure customers to try and buy their products. It is also important for all customers to have testers on display.
We also visited David Jones to have makeup done, where they had the flower festival, which was really interesting and created a beautiful environment for the customer to walk into. The counter was also set up very clean and concise, and the product displays were very visual and enticing for customers.
When I was first seated at the cosmetic counter, it was great that they actually cleansed my skin. This was very nice because she was gentle and it made me feel like I was very relaxed and having a facial treatment. Here she is moisturizing my skin to prepare for the base of the cosmetic application. Another great aspect of this service was that the makeup artist actually kept the conversation going. It didn't feel like I was just there to get my makeup done, but I was having a very friendly conversation with someone. Also, she was also complimenting my facial features, which really boosted my confidence and made me feel very beautiful inside and out. Unfortunately, there were some negative aspects to this service. When I first arrived, they actually asked me to wait aside due to limited sales assistances at the counter. And this was disappointing to hear because I actually arrived on time but was still asked to wait on the side. This could be improved in the future by hiring more sales assistants, especially due to the high traffic in the store and several bookings for makeup applications. Estee Lauder should be more prepared in hiring or having more sales assistants at the counter to assist with customers. Another negative aspect was the noisy background. Although it was understandable that the counter was in a really big department store with loud music and noisy customers around due to the open concept of the store, Estee Lauder can actually improve on this in the future by having the sales assistant speak up a bit louder, so I'll be able to understand what she was doing and the reasons why she was doing it. Lastly, another negative aspect that I found was the very messy counter that resulted from the cosmetic application. Although when I arrived it was very clean and it made me feel like I was at a very hygienic environment. After the application, there were a lot of brushes laid around and tissues lying around, and this creates a really bad image for the brand, I believe. And for passing by customers, they should definitely have another sales assistant look after this issue, possibly help her tidy up the brushes and the cosmetic products to ensure a tidy environment for the next customer. So a way that Estee Lauder has differentiated from other brands is their great service and friendly service that they had. At the end, they also gave me a tester to take away with me just to try their products for free. This was great, of course, because it was a freebie. with experiences with other brands such as MAC Cosmetics and Giorgio Armani, Estee Lauder does give a very natural cosmetic
So I
application.
had the opportunity of going to David Jones' Estee Lauder counter to get my makeup done. Overall, I would say that it was quite a satisfying experience. As you can see here, the service provider is basically speaking to me about the sort of application that I would like. She was also asking me a lot about my skincare and about my skin preferences and also my skin type, such as was it dry or oily, and did I have makeup on prior to her application of the foundation. So as you can see here, she is toning my skin and creating a really lovely base for the product to go on top of. She was really thorough with this part in order to ensure that the makeup would last for a longer period of time. In terms of some areas that I believe were really important in the design and maintenance of the service-scape, I believe that the cleanliness was really important, especially within these parts here. As the service provider or the makeup artist is actually touching my face with her fingers, so it's really important that hygiene is at a high level and standard within this process. One area of the service that I really enjoyed in terms of characteristics was the lighting of the store. So it was really well lit so that when she was actually doing my makeup, I could see the colours very well. I could also see how it would look on a night out with flash photography. So she was very thorough about showing me the process and making sure that it would look good in all kinds of lighting. The warm lighting was also more sort of comfortable and inviting when you're sitting there as well, because the process is quite long, extensive. At this stage here, she's basically just applying my foundation, which was really lovely. So she made sure that the colour match was really accurate, and she also applied a few different swatches of colours onto my chin to ensure that she achieved the right finish. Overall, the service-scape was achieved extremely well because of the clean environment. I also really enjoyed that I had my own separate booth with a separate mirror and seats, so that I felt the experience was more private and personalised. I could really sit and ask the makeup artist sort of more intimate questions and get to know her a lot more as well, which also kind of invited me to want to come back again and have my makeup done by her a second time around. As you can see where I'm sitting as well, there are a variety of different products and colour samples. So the makeup artist allowed me to have a look at all the different colours and decide what I wanted as my colour scheme for my makeup. I think the only real aspect that wasn't done as well within this process was the fact that because the makeup artist was preoccupied with my application, she maybe wasn't able to greet other customers that were coming by, and because of this, others may have experienced a sort of feeling of neglect or missing out on that sort of personalised opportunity. One area that they could have avoided this with is to make sure that they focused on store positioning and making sure that they had someone at the counter or floating around the samples at all times to make sure that all customers were greeted and interacted with. Overall, they differentiated from their competitors because they were located in David Jones, which also had the Flower Festival at the time, which created a really beautiful ambience. The makeup artist also offered me plenty of samples, and she was very generous with her product knowledge and information along the way. I felt the experience was positive overall, and I would definitely consider returning to David Jones' Estee Lauder to have my makeup done again.